Hey gang, it's Azseth. Hope you're having a great day. I'm gonna do this, hopefully a shorter video on something that really bothered me today. I actually talked about it a little bit on Brian Logan's live stream yesterday. Mad props to him. Good guy, good channel, good people in the channel. But in short, I posted today on FacePage about the fact that on his way out, Obama tried to send what I put was $2 million to Palestine. And I was wrong just typing. I was in a hurry. He tried to send over $200 million to Palestine and Hamas. For those of you that don't know, Palestine is the country that is at war with not only Israel. Palestine is at war with Jews. There is a long history of what's going on there. I myself am personally roughly pro-Israel. If I have to choose, I mean, I can't deny anything that's happened with the Jewish state. But I know the facts I use, I know my logic, but that's another video for another day. What I will say about Hamas, the people Obama's trying to send $200 million to, in their doctrine, they use women and children as shields. They hide behind hospitals. They will launch rockets, mortars from in the general proximity of schools and hospitals, deliberately to do one of two things: get off unscathed with their attack, knowing that Israel can't do anything, or forcing Israel to attack in the hopes that the collateral damage affects innocent people in schools, or whoever's around there. Hamas is a known terrorist organization. It's not a blurred line, like kind of like people say BLM is a hate group, but they're not recognized. They're a recognized hate group. They will do. If you look up videos or articles, it's called Pallywood, because what they will do is literally stage civilian casualty videos, have people lay down, carry them to a staged ambulance, and you can get unedited footage where they're recording the whole time, so they're going over what they're going to do. The people are fine. They lay down amidst the rubble. They put some rocks and rubble on the person, some boards, get dust all over their face, put some paint or blood on them, and then they start to stage that this just happened and the Israelis attacked a school and this is one of the innocent people. There's actually I was watching a video by a gentleman, VEE, another interesting guy out there. He's a Romanian, and he's talking. They're doing something similar in Syria now, where they're staging civilian casualties and all these things. And again, you can see videos of them staging it. You can see all kinds of stuff. The other thing about Hamas specifically is, in their doctrine, like I mentioned before, they want to kill all Jews. They don't want to get rid of Israel. Well, they want to. And then from there, they want to remove Jews. Whether they're here, whether they're in Canada, they may even be a pro-Islam Jew, but that doesn't matter to them. What matters is that they're a Jew. So, President Obama, on his last day in office, decided to, give them $200 million, which is crazy to me. Right now we have storms ripping through the southeast part of the country. From what I read, almost a dozen people have died so far, and the damage totals are crazy. We could use money there. We're, maybe $2 or $19 trillion in debt. Maybe throw that there. We were talking yesterday about the condition of schools here in the U.S. Public schools suck. Teachers suck. The curriculum sucks. The book sucks. It's The school system has become a pipeline for your kids, my kids, all the other kids, to pass minimum standards tests to make sure that schools get their publicly the money that they need from the government. So it's less about teaching your kid critical thinking, life lessons. It's about making sure they can answer the test. I remember for us in Michigan, it started as the MEEP test. I don't remember what the acronym was. Michigan Education. No, I don't remember the MEEP test. Anyway, I'll look it up, or you can. But in short, teachers hate it. Teachers hate the way they have no hands-on ability with students. They can't deviate from curriculum. They can't get personal with children. They barely have time to because they're too busy teaching minimum standards that they have to make sure everyone adheres to. In short, going at the pace of the slowest kids in class to make sure that they can get the money. You don't hear too much good about public schools here in the U.S. I'm hesitant for when my girls start going. And I have to be mindful of what they're being told and how to counter it, especially do it in a way that doesn't target them by make them targets of the teachers or other students, because there's today Trump students being attacked in schools. There's all kinds of kids that are being attacked for things, bullying. It's not just that, whether there's a feminine kid like a minority in an area. I don't want to do something that's going to make my kids stand out, because like the Japanese say, the nail that sticks out gets hammered down. This one's personal to me. There's roughly 50,000 homeless veterans right now in the United States. And we need to give money to a terrorist organization. I've been toying with the idea, of adopting a boy here sometime in the next 2 years, once my youngest daughter gets to an age where she has a certain degree of autonomy and I have to do less eyes on, less constantly monitoring her. But I want to adopt a boy. If there's a boy out there who doesn't have a father, I talk a lot about fatherhood and how the main problem in the U.S. and a lot of Western countries now, as feminism rips apart families, is that they don't have access to fathers. And if there's one thing, it's not race, it's not whether you're black, it's not whether you're a Muslim, it's not whether you're poor, it's not whether you live in the inner city, it's not any of that. The thing that dictates whether you're going to be a criminal, do drugs, drop out of school, go to jail, is whether you have access to your father, especially in boys, again, but also in girls. The deciding factors statistically is whether you have access to your father. So I want to adopt a boy. I think it'd be great. I consider myself a good parent. And I'd like to be that father figure to a kid. Adoption fees are outrageous. These are things that we could be fixing here with $200 million that we're throwing at an organization to essentially, one form or another, promote Islamification or straight up terror. I can't say that I believe Islamification is an act of terror, but I can say they're kind of part and parcel today. It's upsetting, especially when I specifically talk about homeless veterans. I'm going to link a video by a band called Five Finger Death Punch. The song may be a little bit hard for some people. It's actually one of their softer songs, but they're a metal band, and the song is okay. It's a good song, but I encourage you to watch the video and just look at some of the statistics about the things veterans deal with when they come home. I'd rather throw some money, some $200 million at those guys, on top of the 50,000-ish that are homeless. There's conflicting numbers about veterans that are not homeless but living in halfway houses. They are in danger of foreclosing, losing their house, or I guess in short, a large number is in danger of being homeless, becoming homeless very shortly. And I said it's sad that on his way out, that's the message he wants to send. Throw money over there. If there was a natural disaster that happened, and I could imagine, the issue that they have is Hamas, and giving Hamas money in an attempt to make things better there is not. It's beyond counterproductive. It's you could argue that it's a slap in the face. Not trying to cuss, but the big FU on the way out. And that's one reason I say good riddance, Obama. I couldn't be happier after hearing about that. At first I thought it was fake. I thought it was one of those right-wing, Obama said, no, it's legit. From what I read, and hopefully this is true, I haven't had a chance to look this up, Trump blocked that transfer of money. So, good for him and good for America. I hope this video doesn't feel as good as my normal ones, but hope you took something away from it, and I hope you have a great day. Go easy, gang.